Hey, Shepherd Youth. My name is Derieck Lopez. I hope you guys are having a great day. Shepherd Youth asked me to make a video about dating, and so here I am. I wouldn't say I'm some wise guru or expert. I am going to be 3 years with my amazing, beautiful partner. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Monet Garner, soon to be Monet Lopez in, I don't know, around 60 days, and so I can't wait for that. But yeah, they asked me to talk about dating. And I was like, all right, sure. I'm not going to, drop a little bit of something on you guys. Yeah, again, I am not a guru, but I want you guys to know that you can always ask me for advice. It doesn't have to be dating. It also doesn't have to be about the Bible. You can ask me anything, okay? I want you guys to know that that you can trust me with that. But anyways, let's talk about dating, right? And so I don't know if you guys got a shorty. I don't know if you got a little baddie with you, but and I know we just finished having a Valentine's Day, and so I don't know if you did that alone or if you did that with somebody else. And I want you guys to know it's okay if you didn't do that with anybody. I don't want you guys to feel pressured to be in a relationship. I think that's something that our culture likes to do. Oh, if you're not with somebody, you're not fully happy. If you're not with someone, then you're doing something wrong. If you're not with someone, then there's something wrong about you. And I want you to know that's not the case. That's not the case. I'm going to give you some Bible, and then I'm going to give you some Derieck. But first, I want you guys to know that you guys are loved by God, and that's more than enough. And I know that sounds super cliche, and I know that sounds like something that you kind of would always hear, or something that your parents would say, or something that Pastor Dudley or Pastor Dusty would say. But hey, guys, it's the truth. You are loved by God, and you're more than enough. And Jesus died for you. And what greater love is that? I don't know any summer flings, or any short-term boyfriends or girlfriends that are dying for you, that are willingly coming to save you. And so don't forget that you are loved by God, that you are loved by a perfect and amazing Father, that Jesus was willing to die for you. And so because of that, we have to look at our life and this world through that lens, that I'm already loved. I didn't do anything to deserve it. It wasn't my looks. It wasn't, the jokes that I could tell. It wasn't how smart I was. It wasn't how talented I was. It wasn't fill in the blank. No, Jesus died for me because he loved me. For who I was, for who I am, for who I'm going to be. And because I'm God's son. And so let that shape you. Let that shape you. Let that be your truth. I had a hard time believing that growing up. I had a hard time believing that when I was you guys' age. And I'm not saying I'm old. I'll be 24 in a couple months. But in high school, I had very low self-esteem. I kept matching myself with people throughout culture. I didn't look like this. I didn't talk like this. I didn't act like this. I wasn't this talented. And for the longest time, I thought that no girl would ever be interested in me because of these things, because I didn't check all of these boxes. And sure, I had a girlfriend in high school and stuff like that. It ended up not working out, and that's fine because I'm about to get married, and it's totally cool. But I didn't love myself well. I really didn't. And I was super insecure. And I found all my worth in whatever other people thought of me. And again, I don't want you guys to build that. There's habits that we create, even if we don't realize it. There's habits that we create, and if we don't recognize it, and if we don't do something about it, we're going to get stuck. So let's build those habits. Let's build those habits of understanding that I am loved, that I'm already enough, that I don't need somebody else's approval or somebody else's affirmation or somebody else's love to make me complete, to make me whole, to make me worthy, to make me feel loved, because Jesus already does that. I'm sure that sounds super cliche, but I want to start with that you're loved by God, and that's the most important thing. And also, I realize that when you do get into a relationship, understand that person doesn't become just everything. We don't get this idea of being enough, being worthy, being fully loved in Christ, and then we just push it to the side once somebody else in our life comes in and becomes our boyfriend, becomes our girlfriend, even becomes our spouse. I always like to tell Monet that she's the cherry on top. She's not the whole sundae, though. The whole sundae is always and always will be God. And I can't love Monet best if I'm not fully satisfied in God. If I'm not loving God well, and if I'm not receiving God's love well, then there's no way that I can love Monet well. Because God gives me the power. God gives me the truth of what love truly is. And I can't understand the concepts of forgiveness and grace and truth and love and peace and all these other things, all these other biblical truths, if I don't understand how God instills that in me. And so understand that dating and all that stuff and your significant other, they're just a cherry on top. They're never going to fulfill you. They're never going to complete you. They're going to be a great addition if they're a great partner and you're also doing what you're supposed to be doing. You guys are going to be a great bond, great couple. But they're not going to be everything, okay? And another thing I just want to say is just keep running the race. Keep running the race. That's something that a pastor that I love, I won't say his name, but he's kind of the very reason why I'm being a pastor right now. But he said he would always say, just keep running the race, especially when it came to dating. Put your head down and keep running it. And I like to talk about it as if everyone is on the line for track, right? I don't know if you guys have ever gone to a track meet, but everyone starts at the same position. And from the starting line, everyone looks equal. Everyone looks like they got it all together. Everyone looks like they're ready. Everyone looks like they're going to be able to be the fastest they can be, right? And then the gun shoots off, boom, and then everyone just starts running and sprinting. And for a little bit, everyone's kind of the same. But then as you get farther into the race, you start to realize that some people are behind you and some people are ahead of you, or maybe you're the one leading the pack. And this pastor would always say, just keep putting your head down. It may seem like everyone is right where they're supposed to be and everyone's right there on the line. But just keep putting your head down and just keep running. Someone might catch your eye eventually, but just keep running. Keep running, keep serving, keep following after God, keep pursuing God, keep loving God, keep pouring into yourself the truths that God has for you. And every now and then look up and see who's right there with you. See who's also taking in these truths. See who's also having their lives changed and impacted heavily by God. But then just keep running and keep running and keep running. And then eventually, as you get closer and closer to the finish line, and we don't know what that looks like, but you'll realize if someone's running just as hard as you, someone's running just as fast as you, someone is putting in just as much work in as you, and someone is loving Christ just as much as you are, then maybe you got a good match. But don't get caught up in everybody at the line. Because at the end of the day, you want someone that's going to run the race with you. Because Jesus runs the race with you. And our relationships with the opposite sex are supposed to match that. It's supposed to match the relationship between Jesus and the church. And how we run this race together. And so I don't know if that's advice you guys like or if that's advice you guys don't like. But that's stuff that's impacted me. I remember the first day I met Monet. I said, man, she's beautiful. She's amazing. But I didn't let that feeling just, make me go googly eye over her. I was won over by the way she ran the race. I was won over by the way she served, by the way she prayed, by the way she interacted with you guys at Shepherd Youth. That's important to me. And so because I'm trying to do the same thing, we instantly clicked and we kicked it off. And so it's living proof. It's living proof that it works. So keep running the race and keep trying. And I love you guys, okay? Again, if you guys have any questions, you let me know. Later.